Hello everybody and welcome to F1 Online. We start in Monaco, so this is a disaster waiting to happen to 5 lights, and it's lights out and away we go. That Ferrari hasn't started and we have just about been able to avoid him. As we go down towards turn number 1, there's some collisions going around. We're stuck on the outside and it was alright until then, and there's a bit of a car park now. We're just going to drive our way through it as there's an Audi that went spinning across the road and blocking the whole track up, and we find ourselves in P17 then after turn number 1. There are some more yellow flags and there's a lot of collisions, and oh my word, there's an Aston, there's a McLaren being dragged around the track. Someone's just punted that Williams and he's gone back into me. That McLaren is on his side. Absolute carnage here as we're trying to go around the outside of a Williams and fight our way through the pack still, and that Williams has got a really slow exit, so there we go. We move ourselves into P15 now. It's the small steps to the bigger goal. Can we maybe get the Red Bull into the chicane? No, definitely not. Although he has hit the wall and he's a bit all over the place. You've got to leave the room. We can't just throw our nose up willy-nilly because we'll be caused in a crash, and we nearly crashed there as we roll through the swimming pool section now behind this Red Bull, keeping off the track limits because it is on strict, I believe, as we go into Rascasse. And Audi behind us, who I think was the one that went sideways at the start. There's a crash there with an Aston and a Red Bull, and at the end of lap number 1 we've moved ourselves up into P number 12. Quite a good showing. How we're going to go forward though is a completely different question and an answer I don't have as we roll through the casino square. Oh, that is something you could do, and would you look at that, it's really not gone very well for him at all, has it, that Audi? Wall riding around the casino square, and now, oh, he's just been driven into by that RB on the exit of Mirabeau. We've hit that Red Bull. Oh, he still hasn't learned his lesson, has he? This guy, absolute terrorist, this F77077, and we are still stuck behind this Red Bull. Honestly, with the amount of grid penalties that are going around, there's a big crash there again with the Audi. There's a theme, and that Red Bull's gone round, and now he's hitting the Aston. No, he's hitting the Red Bull. The Aston's hitting us. With the amount of grid penalties that are going around, no time penalties, it's honestly just probably survive and don't cut corners. It's probably the best way to go about this race. This and this Red Bull in front of us still together, and still we are yeah, we're the victims here, really. Although he's slow out of here, he's so slow. Can we make him make a move into the casino square? You bet we can, on the inside, and we have got that done as we move ourselves up into P number 10. We have bumped him a little bit to get past, and he's going to send it up the inside of Mirabeau, and we leave the room for him, and there's just not enough of it for him. So as we come through P10, I think that should be secure now. It's just about trying to go forward. And there's absolute carnage over the lines. That Audi stuffed us in the wall after the Haas stuffed us in the wall. But as we go over the line, it is a P7 finish. And something I should mention is we have an actual person in F1 Creator Series here. We have Karim, it's his lobby, and he finished down in P15. So I beat a professional pretty much. I beat a professional content creator. You heard it here first. I beat him. Here we go then in Mexico after such a good race in Monaco. Going through the pack, we start in P6 and it's lights out and away we go for the Grand Prix. We're yet again alongside our Red Bull teammate from last time as we head ourselves down towards turn number 1 on the inside. Carnage already. I've got to try and dodge through. I've accidentally kind of swiped at the Red Bull there. Wasn't intentional, and he's kind of closed the door on me through there. We've got someone on the inside. We've got the other Red Bull on the inside, and I've been punted, and now I've got to try and slowly tiptoe our way through then to make sure we don't get caught up in anyone's accident. We got someone on our outside, the Ferrari, as he goes through in towards turn number 3 and 4. Then we've been punted yet again, and we're still in P number 6, holding it strong as we come through into the middle sector. As we head down towards turn 1, we're trying to make a move on the Ferrari, but we've got the Cadillac from behind as he screams past, and I'm going to try and still make a move on the Ferrari down towards turn number 1 and 2. We're on the inside, we're not really enough, so we're going to have to back ourselves out of that one. And we've got an Audi, we've got someone on our inside, I have no idea who that is, and now we've got someone on our outside as well. We're being swallowed up here between an Aston and an Audi as well as we go down towards turn number 3 and 4. We're going to have to back ourselves out of that one. Very optimistic by the Audi, and that gave the chance to the Aston of being hit by the Alpine. Through we go though in towards the middle sector. A bit of contact with the Alpine, the Aston and the Audi getting a bit argy-bargy, and we are now down to P number 9. I think it's safe to say we may be a bit out of our depth in this lobby. We've now got Haas that had a little look coming in towards the stadium section. That could be our second warning. The Ferrari and the Aston getting a bit bargy, and the Ferrari hit the wall, I think, there as well as we come through now. Getting ready to go on towards the final straight then to go on to lap number 3. Still in P9 with the Aston, but we have quite a train of cars behind us, and somewhere behind us as well is still Karim. We're beating him yet again in this second race, and we're making a move. Are we going to be able to close enough? That Ferrari's really not using a lot of energy. We're going to lift off towards the end, but we're still alongside him. Oh, he's going to just punt us, swipe us, and we're still not going to have to try and go around the outside. Oh my word, what is that? As we come through, we've got an Audi and Karim, I think, as well. All sorts of carnage. There's an RB there as well as we go down towards turn number 3 and 4 on the inside of someone, I think, and we've got the Audi to watch out for as we try and go around the outside. He leaves the room, to be fair to him, and we have Karim on our inside, so we're going to have to leave him the room there, but all the way around the outside, and we are through up into P number 7. The car's ghosted for me, didn't ghost for everyone else, and that means we find ourselves in P number 7, and we have an Audi behind us then as we roll through the S section, and that's another warning. We've got to be careful. One more of those and we will get a penalty. We've got Karim and that Audi that was wall riding in the last race as we roll through loads of understeer through there in towards the hairpin. That Audi, I think, had a little look at a dive when I think he's bumped me from behind there, so we're going to have to leave in the room, but it's fine. As we come through now, we've lost our boost, and we lost our overtake mode, sorry, and as we come through now, we're going to have no overtake, well, no boost, sorry, and we're side by side with Karim. This Audi, though, is an absolute nutter as we go down towards turn number 1 then. 3 of us involved here, and Karim involved as well as we go down towards turn number 1. I'm going to have to back out of that as we roll through, and he is ahead, and he's fighting now with the Audi as we're fighting with the Mercedes, and someone has just absolutely come up my inside, and we're being swallowed up yet again. And this lobby has just become ultra competitive, and I'm just not fast enough to combat it. And there we are, we've got our first penalty then at 2 seconds for corner cutting, and I mean, it's safe to say I'm not going to be a professional content creator, is it? I just don't have the skills for it as we come through. I think well, I don't know actually with this penalty. I don't know where we're going to end up, but right now we are P number 9. As we go over the line, it's going to be P9 on the road, but I think in reality... Oh no, is it P10? It is P10 on the road then in the end. Another point for this lobby, which is ultra competitive. Here we are then in Brazil after 2 good races in, well, 1 good race in Monaco, an alright race in Mexico. We go to 5 lights, starting P4, and away we go as we pull alongside the Red Bull immediately, heading down towards turn 1. He had absolutely no intention of leaving any room, and that means we keep our P3 as we roll through turn 2. Then the Senna S coming around the long right-hander, going down towards turn number 3. There was a guy who didn't start the race, that Ferrari causing the yellow flag. In towards the middle sector we go then, that Red Bull already hitting people, and we're going to go around the outside of him, and we have gone around the outside of him, and we're going for the lead, and we are going to go for the lead up the inside, up into the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix on F1 Online. Now we just need to try and hold it, and we're already being hit from behind as well from some of the guys as we roll through here then, as we just need to keep a cool head and lead away from the front. And really wide out of there, and that might invite the Red Bull from behind to come and have a look at us when he doesn't really look like he's going to be able to make that move. He's far too far back as we finish lap number 1 then, and we are on top. 4 tenths behind from that Red Bull who's having a look on the inside, and he's going to punt us up the inside, but we hold firm, we hold strong. He's already got a 2-second time penalty for corner cutting, and it hasn't even been that far in the race so far. As we roll through to end lap number 2, I think it's going to be another fastest lap for ourselves. An 11.3, 2-second lead with a guy that's got a 2-second time penalty, although that has been taken away from us. 9 tenths quicker than me. As long as we stay ahead and there's some collisions, we should be okay. But Karim himself is in P number 5 then, so we've got to be careful, and I'm going to take this break to look after my battery. And he's 5 tenths, and I've run out of battery, so I'm going to have to recharge as we head down towards turn number 1. But is he close enough? I'm going to say probably not as we go down towards turn number 1. Oh, he's sending it, so we leave the room for him. And as we come through then, we are just about ahead, but he's going to go around our outside. We're going to have to give him the room. And as we use into straight line mode, we just about have the battery to keep him there. And we still lead then with 2 sectors to go. I don't think it's going to be enough, but we can say we successfully defended off one of his attacks then. We're going to sit on the inside then, make him go for the outside. We've run out of battery as we roll through now. The final lap with Karim. He's sending it down the inside and he's absolutely going to make that. Oh, I slid a little bit and I can only apologise for that, but he's going to go all the way around the outside and I think that might be it. But still, as we roll through the middle sector side by side, and in the end we were literally a corner away from being able to beat him, I believe. Now as we roll through, it's not going to be enough. We're going to have to settle for second, I imagine. He's literally right there. We nearly just did it. Nearly just did it. So unlucky to only have P2, but still, what a race result that is. And in the end, look at that podium, and we'll have one more race of this lobby, and then that will be the end of the video. I don't know where it's going to be, but oh my word, he's just a bit good, isn't he, this Karim guy? And here we go then for the final race of the day in China, a track I'm not very good at, and we go to 5 lights and it's lights out and away we go. And it's been a good start as we head down towards turn 1, trying to go at the inside of that for a Red Bull, and he's not going to let me, although he's going to go wide, and that's going to let me slide perfectly up his inside. I've got someone sliding not so perfectly up my inside. I've accidentally tagged that Red Bull, apologies there, and we got a collision with him. That is fair enough. I did kind of just smack into him as we roll through then. And it's as you were as we go down towards turn number 3, down the inside of the Red Bull, and I'm going to have that move. I've got the inside, I've been punted from behind again, and we lead yet again here in another online race as we roll through the fast 6 and 7, the long strangly corners as we roll on through now, and we have the lead. Unlike in Brazil though, am I confident of being able to pull away? Unlikely. And look at Karim, he's already in 5th again, this guy. I don't know how he's done that. That is an unbelievable display of performance as we go down towards the hairpin for the first time. Got to be careful that you don't get tagged from behind. Really slow exit out of there. I'm just not good enough for most of the people in this lobby as we roll on through, and we finished the first lap yet again in first place, and at least that's something you can take home to write about. And this Audi and Red Bull behind are fighting, and Karim is behind them, probably trying to have a little look as well. I've gone so deep and that Audi is just going to absolutely launch it up my inside. I have nothing but to leave the room as we roll through turn number 2, and we're now going to have to try and get a good exit, which we have kind of done, and with some boosts and some straight line mode, it means as we roll through we continue to lead for now, and we defend heavily as he tries to have a look around the outside, but that's not enough and he's too far back for now. And there's, oh my god, there's an absolutely massive pack of cars behind. And Karim is the guy who's right behind me then as we roll on through. We're so much slower than he is, so the minute he has a little look, we're probably just going to have to jump out of the way for him. We'll fight it like we did in Brazil, as best as we can like we did in Brazil, but I don't think it's going to be good enough as we coast on through, trying to recharge the battery because I don't really have a lot of it. As we roll on through then, going on to the long pit straight, or the long straight at the end of the lap, so wide, struggling with the traction. Karim up the inside, and we're going to have to leave the room. No, we don't. We can defend, and that's exactly what we're going to do as we head down towards this hairpin for the second time in this race. As we pull away, we are just about comfortably ahead. Is he going to try and make a move? No, he's not. Through we go, get the car turned in, and out we go, struggling with the traction. This is where he's just so much better than me. As we go down towards turn number 1, I imagine he's probably going to absolutely scream it past me, but we'll defend it anyway with all the battery that we've got. He's having a little look at the inside. I'm not going to budge, mate. I'm not going to budge at all as we come through in towards turn number 1, squeezing him up against the wall. In the end, I've had to give way, and I've lost out to the Audi as well, and that's us down into P number 3. Now we're being dive bombed by another Audi, and he's got that move done as well, and that's us down into P4 now as we fall down the order. We're just not fast enough for these guys. They are too quick for us, and as we roll on through into the middle sector, then rolling through the middle sector, we find ourselves in P4. We got the fastest lap guy behind us. He will demote us down to P number 5. Then you've got a Mercedes, and then after that we should be okay. Here comes the McLaren, not going to fight it. We'll wave him through, and that Mercedes, I don't fancy waving him through, and no, he's just going to drag us off into the gravel, and down we go, fall yet again. Unbelievable. Here we are on the last lap, and this Alpine has gone wide, and he's checking up the Austin, and we're going to maybe have a little look, but we've got someone on our inside of our own, so we're going to have to give that move as well. We're going to have to let the guy have the room, but we've got a lot of battery then. It's all about who's got the most battery then down this straight as we head towards the hairpin, and I don't know who it's going to be, but I'm going to try and go on the outside of the Aston Martin. This might be a very stupid move to make. In towards the hairpin we go. Everyone somehow makes it in one piece. Unbelievable racing, and now we've still got to try and fight this RB as we go through the final corner, and we're kind of, well, digging into that Alpine. Oh, and we've lost out to the RB on the line, and it's a P10 finish. P9 actually, because the Aston had a penalty. And with that, I thank you all for watching, and until next time, goodbye.